Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Utah Utes, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Miami Hurricanes. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Utes will kick it away to start us off. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense getting set for first down. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Tillman. Fires to the big fella. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends, it's so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Back to throw, it's Tillman. Wide open downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man to the left. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Utes in the hurry up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The Utes with the 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They'll try to get outside. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utah!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point was good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking for a man. It's Tillman. It's complete to the left. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try it over the left side. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here. When you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
And the Canes are on the move. Off play action on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Tillman. Finds the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Canes racing to the line in a hurry-up. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. So he coughed it up, he got it back, but he did not get the first down.
Woof. Deep breath, big sigh of relief. He's able to recover it. You know, you put that thing on the deck, you start to panic. But great job getting back to the fumble, recovering his own fumble. Otherwise, whew, that could have been bad.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Across the 25. Delivers the contact. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
This This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive downs.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Here's the handoff. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
This offense has a second down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Utah.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. The Utes have their offense in high gear. From the gun, running back on the move. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing a negative play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
To the air on first down. Feeling some heat. Hit as he throws. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Second and 10 here. Quarterback checking off. Dropping back, it's Tillman. Pressure coming. And that ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. And the Utes are in the hurry-up. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
It's fourth down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Yeah, that's a big game down the field, and the big fella was wide open. I tell you what, nobody around. The defense kind of lost sight of him, and he took full advantage.
After the short completion, it's now second down. To the air, it's Tillman. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a first and goal. On the move. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. They'll go to the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On second down, wants to throw it. Looking deep down the right side. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Trying to take it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback alone in the backfield, 5 wide on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. He's taking the shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Garrison. Across the 25, he's got room. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
A run for the quarterback. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And a lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal to go to situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the first down. Great.
He's off to the races. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5.
325.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late. At least you got the party started.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's going to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. This is a designed run. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
First down to start the drive after the break. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game. The defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That cornerback putting his face in the fan. I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Utes headed quickly to the line. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free. Like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on. And I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He'll take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese. And this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing, they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all 0.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now on the move. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
First down for the offense.
And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. It's complete. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The Utes look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback will keep it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? This quarterback part of their running game. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. The jet sweep pass. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Spits it out to the back. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This guy can throw it. 1-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
The expressway is wide open. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.